It's been a pretty good week, all things considered. I just learned about, apparently, a 2025 Toyota MR2, and then Ferrari finally beat Red Bull's winning streak of 15 at Singapore. That was a really good race. We got to talk about this smooth operator and a few other stories. I'm Ron, and welcome back to Every Car Update. New cars and their rumors are always fun to speculate about. And in a time where everything is just going to hybrids and, legends are dying off, new cars can really kind of brighten up your day. Because to be honest, if you know that in 20 years, these current new cars might just be obtainable on Facebook Marketplace, that's a great way to start your day. Wake up knowing, hey, eventually I'll be able to get like a clapped out C8 and maybe even a manual modern Toyota MR2 in the future. Who knows? And you heard me right. So that's the current rumor. Toyota has been on a roll recently with the 86, the Supra, the GR Yaris, and even the Corolla. I say even the Corolla. The Corolla is a wonderful thing. Okay, you guys check that thing out. I think Haggerty made a really good video on it. Anyways, even in prototype racing, Toyota hasn't lost its soul like some manufacturers have. Dodge, but hey, whatever. I don't even think they're called Dodge anymore. Anyways, part of this thrill of new sports cars that we are seeing from Japan is the thrill of driving a manual. They all, for the most part, have a stick. Rolling through the gears, rev matching, rolling in a second or third gear pole is there's nothing better than that. Especially if it's turbocharged, you wait for that boost to come on. Amazing. So the speculation has it that this new MR2 should get a manual. And let's not forget that the Supra was given one because we demanded it. The only potential downside to this news is the second part of it, which is the fact that it might ship with just 150 brake horsepower. This is because Toyota might partner with Suzuki for the engine, like other partnerships with the BRZ and Subaru, with BMW and the Supra. However, it's also possible this MR2 gets a Lotus-tuned Toyota 3.5-liter V6. Okay, that's not outside of the realm of possibilities. And if that was the case, it could be around 350 to 400 horsepower. Okay, there's talks about it being a hybrid as well. The car is going to be so light, 350 to 400 horsepower would be insanity. It is worth noting, like I said, that the lower horsepower variant might become hybrid. So far, the reporting on this speculates that's because it would need to compensate for the lack of torque and pickup with turbo lag, and then also when you're changing gears. So we'll have to see about that. Current weight estimates, like I was saying, it's going to be lighter than the last one. So the current estimates are around 2,000 pounds. And I feel like that kind of seems hopeful. Another hopeful thought was also all of the price speculation. Some online have suggested it should start around 20,000, but in today's world, I would put my money on a price around 26 to 30,000, around there. I guess I'm a pessimist, but even if it's a little pricey, thanks Joe Biden, we still might see a new MR2, guys. Feel the weight of this rumor. Okay, a new MR2 would be great. We need more competition in sports cars and more people buying new sports cars, okay? Cars can't die. I'm not going to live in a world where we only have SUVs. So great news in my eyes. Like I said earlier, in 10 to 15 years, we might all be going to track days in tiny modern Japanese mid-engine sports cars. We are already kind of doing that with front-engine sports cars. So the MR2 would be a great addition to the modern car culture, so to speak. Let me know what you would resurrect if you could only choose one. I'm tempted to say the Impala just because, I miss actual muscle cars, rear-wheel drive, big-ass sedan. But I'd probably have to say the Camaro now because we have to go back to Le Mans and embarrass all of the Europeans. Okay, we need Camaro NASCAR Cup cars. If the Camaro ends production, we can't have a Mustang go over and kick their asses. We need a Camaro because it works so well. Anyways, let me know what you would choose to resurrect if you could choose one. Ferrari has finally broken this season's mold of Red Bull winning, with Carlos Sainz taking home Ferrari's first win this season, and frankly anyone else's win this season. Using Lando Norris to defend against the two Mercedes, and third and fourth, he kept a really strong pace and took home the win, and there were a couple of funny moments, including when he told his engineers that keeping Lando behind him was on purpose. And of course, when he took home the win, him and his engineer were singing Ferrari is currently planning on also bringing new upgrades to the Japanese Grand Prix as well. Hopefully that can do something for them. The Japanese Grand Prix is bringing out from all different teams really cool designs, especially with helmets. Here's the GOAT's design. Thanks to Twitter, I didn't know he had a samurai tattooed on his back, so he's just even cooler now. I don't know what to say. Also in the news is all of the silly season rumors. They call it silly season because nothing makes sense anymore with where the drivers are going. And this is all because Liam Lawson drove the shit out of the AlphaTauri, and Oscar Piastri has signed up with McLaren again until 2026. With a funny tweet, might I add. Liam Lawson has done so well that inevitably teams are likely trying to figure out what they want from him or where they want him at. His current obligations are also trying to figure out this as well, so whether or not he should stay a reserve driver and all this other stuff. You can find a lot of stuff online and speculation about this. I will update you when something actually happens, because as of now there are so many rumors with all of this, and I could talk for a long time, but it might not necessarily add anything that you haven't heard, so I'll update you if something changes. As far as this weekend goes, Japan should be a good race. It's just a little too bad that it starts at 4:30 my time. Like, I want to watch, but 4:30, that's a big ask. I'm also considering throwing a party for Las Vegas since it's around my birthday, and it's also going to be late-ish. Not as late as Japan, so it should be a fun party. Maybe I'll tweet throughout the race or go live. I don't know. Something like that. But it could be a good time. And that's going to have to be it for all of your racing news for the weekend. Hopefully you have a good time this weekend. Thank you for watching. And if I earned your subscription, click that subscribe button so you don't miss next week's episode. New videos on Monday, this show on Thursday, and live streams Friday. I'll see you in the next one.